Yon! What's up mga ka-Investa? Happy Friday! Been a while since nag-charting session tayo ng Friday and ayun, welcome back to another live charting session with Investagram. So what's up guys? Good evening. As usual, please let me know if clearing audio ko, if the background music is okay, di naman nagdalag. Quick shoutouts muna tayo. Investaverse Daily. Yo, good evening. Excited na sa summit. Maraming salamat. We'll see you there. Boss Alan, shout out to my idol, Boss FQ Financial. Yun, mamaya, lalabas natin sa FQ. So first, actually second, Boss Alan, may nauna sa YouTube. So, ayun. What's up everyone? So, di ko na papatagalin pa. Quick, ano ba yung agenda natin for tonight? So, we're gonna be doing, last week, di tayo nakapag-charting session, pero yung bawi tayo this week will be answering the question, no? Parang, what's next for the PSEI, right? Parang yun yung main, one of the talking points you want to tackle kasi grabe yung recovery, no? Over this trading week, something na kahit ako di ko na-expect. So, syempre, yung mga kasama ko mamaya will be giving their insights there, of course, and quickly sa US market and sa crypto. And please, to all of our viewers, please feel free to comment down below yung chart request nyo. We'll do our best to get to as most as we can with the time that we have. So, of course, I want to bring onto the stream, una-muna, my teammate from Investa, si Bro. Bear, yo.
Hello.
Bear?
Good evening. Good evening guys sa lahat ng nanonood.
Yun. And syempre, di ko na papatagalin pa. We are going to be joined as well tonight by two special guests from our partners over at AP Securities for the Investa Summit. So I would like to bring on to the stream si Boss FQ and Boss Ren. So yun, good evening mga sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yun, what's up? Sir FQ, Sir Ren, thank you so much for your time for joining us tonight. So for the benefit of those who maybe see you guys for the first time lang, could you guys give a quick intro about yourself? Siguro starting with you, Boss Ren.
Okay. It's a privilege to be a part of this live stream. Thank you so much for inviting us. Well,
Na-mute mo. Na-mute ata.
Ren, na-mute ata yung mic mo. Ren, hello? Nako. Na-mute ba?
Nakamute siya.
Na-mute, di ba?
Yes.
Inig ba niya tayo? Ren,
At,
Boss Ren. Naka-mute yung mic mo.
Ayun. Nakamute.
sorry.
Na-mute.
Sorry everyone. Nakamute pala ako.
From the top.
Na-mute.
Anyway.
From the top. Okay lang.
It
no
happens.
problem.
Good evening.
Good evening
Sorry
ulit.
again. Let me just get my... Okay, sorry again. Good evening everyone. It's a privilege to be a part of this live and of the Investa team as well. I'm Seth Garcia. People call me Ren. But I've been trading for around, I think, about 7 years na. Started around college. Then, after graduation, dumiretso agad sa work. So, I was looking for a good brokerage firm to start up my career. Then, I found AP Securities Incorporated. And then, I started as a clerk, now a technical analyst for the company. I'm also one of the lead mentors of Vertex Trading. So, shout out sa mga ka-Vertex natin dyan. I became also a lead mentor of the Forex program known as Forefront. Then there I met FQ, which also changed my life in trading as well. So sa kanya ko natutunan how to trade the Forex market. And in terms naman sa stock market, I was probably mga learning on my own based on books na aking binabasa. Then after matagal na paghahanap ng magandang system, I created one of my own system. Then sa pagtagal-tagal ulit na pagtitrade ng mag-isa kasi it's boring if you trade alone eh. That's why I wanted to get a community. That's when I found Vertex Trading, and there everything skyrocketed na rin. So that's pretty much a simple background about me. So lang.
Yun. Thank you, Ren. Next up, Boss FQ.
Good evening, everybody. So my name is FQ. People in the community call me FQ. I'm a businessman, an executive officer, and a trader. So medyo matagal na rin sa industriya. So I started trading way back college. So that was like 2009. To date, it's like 14 years. Pero doing things professionally, sabihin natin, the market taught me a lot from that transition. Okay, so nagkaroon tayo ng bull prior to 2016 eh. Hindi ba? Prior to 2016. Doon tayo hinumble ng market. Tapos para sinabi niya sa atin na kailangan mo mag-aral ng maayos. Kasi trading shouldn't be but may pera ka, gusto mo lang atakihin kagad. Or nagagawa to ng kakilala ko, kailangan ako, o kayang-kaya ko rin. Hindi ba? So I have previously been part of the tribe. So I've been the lead mentor before there. And I am an alumni also. Shout out sa mga kaibigan natin there, sila George. I am the mentor and founder of Vertex Trading. So I am a certified technical trading advisor of Business World News, also an accredited speaker by the PRC, and a proud and accredited partner of Angping Securities or AP Securities and BD Swiss. So I am a resource speaker helping developing people's trading ng maayos. And we provide learnings for everybody, especially our Ignite program which is recently nakakatapos lang ng Ignite program natin. And that's for the whole of community naman.
Yun. Okay, nice. Happy to have you guys on board, Boss Rin, Boss FQ. So siguro now, no, we can proceed with the charting session. So of course, as always, we will start with our insights on the major indices na binabantayan ng community natin. So first, let's take a look at the local market, starting with the PSEI, which rallied ng malakas over this past week. Maybe we can start with your insights dito, Bear.
Sige. Ako muna, no? Okay, so nung nag-break below dun sa 6.3, di ba? Parang tingin ko yung break below that, parang sumabay lang sa US market eh. Parang nagkaroon lang ng spillover, then yung sentiment na yun, nadala lang sa PSEI, no? So, nahanap niya yung support niya at 6K. Then right now, parang nag-undercut siya, no? Nag-create ng bear trap in the intermediate term for this year. Ngayon, so parang sign of bullishness yun. As long as ma-hold yung 6.3 na level, no? If hindi ma-hold yung 6.3 na level, mag-go below 6.2, then maybe something's wrong, no? Or parang mahina yung galaw niya or yung rally up niya this previous week. So yun lang naman. Pero kung big picture, no, mainly sideways pa rin naman yung market natin.
Yun. So that's for Bear's insights. Sir FQ.
Ako, with regards to the PSEI, kung ipo-pull out mo dyan, sir, yung ating moving average 100, medyo resisting pa rin siya. And tama yung sabi ni Bear, we are on a bear to sideways market pa rin. So if I were to play objectively yung merkado natin, I would like to look for outliers or alpha plays. Kumbaga, yung mga leading sa market ngayon. Kasi meron naman mga leading sa market eh. And siguro, if I were to find really decent stocks sa Philippines ngayon, it should be at least liquid enough. And merong magandang structuring. Kasi medyo mahirap naman talagang kumita ngayon eh. Pero there are really decent plays. And meron mga paparating ngayon na nakita kong stocks na isang sector na mukhang namumugto upcoming.
Yun. Okay, thanks to FQ. Boss Rin, what's your insights in the PSEI?
It's pretty much the same with me. So since we are on the previous support turned resistance level, which I think that's the red line or the red box. And I'm more fun kasi sa mga candle patterns like an abandoned baby, which I think ginawa right now, yung na-encirclean. So for me, the same as well. I think it's more of a sideways bear market. And adding up to what Coach FQ and Sir Barry said, matindi kasi yung 100 MA niya. So we need to see a clear signs of a breakout on that one. So more kung ako, I'm more reliant on swing plays or reversal plays rather than breakout trades. So that's it.
Yun. Alright, so that's for our local market. So, siguro, quick question before we proceed sa US market. Given yung rally natin, at least itong week na to, do you guys think na at least for itong October, can we see it potentially moving higher or baka mag-sideways or mag-fade? Ano yung opinion nyo doon? Really quickly. Siguro sa'yo ulit, Bear.
Sa akin, depende rin talaga sa sa US market eh. Pati sa global market. At the same time, sa 10-year notes yields, no? So, yung 10-year note yields natin, nag-multi-year high na siya and nagiging headwind yun sa local market natin and sa US market, no? So, ayun, right now, nag-recover yung US market. So, parang sumusunod lang din yung PSEI. Then, ayun, for October to December, tingin ko baka may lakas ng onte, may mga outliers na lalabas, magpapakita ng gilas. No, for example, pwede mining industry. Pwede rin ngayon meron pa ding mga gumagalaw na plays like yung plus, 'di ba? Financials din since ongoing narrative talaga ngayon is yung higher for longer na narrative, which is higher interest rates for longer. So that's good for the financial issues natin, no? Like BDO, BPI, yun lang, no, UBP, parang natanggal ata sa index recently, no, so nalaglag siya. So yan, ganda na structure ni BDO, di ba? Near all-time high, nag-undercut, nag-create ng bear trap, break below MA100, then recover above it. So ang aantayin mo na lang dyan is a good base, no, around 140, 145 level. So yan yung mga possible na mga pwede mong tignan, financials, mining, mga ganyan. Pwede rin coal, I think, kasi may mga may mga recent issues sa commodities market na pwedeng magpa-pump sa coal futures and coal spot, no? Which in turn pwedeng maapektuhan yung SEC, DMC, mga coal-related names sa Philippine market. Coal futures.
Coal. Ito.
Yan. So, pa-break na rin siya ng MA100, di ba? Yan. Yun lang yung sa akin. So, may mga outliers.
Yun. Kaya Boss FQ.
Ako, tama yung sinabi ni Bear. I'm looking for outliers. Yun lang kasi pinakamadaling objective na pwede natin gawin. Structure-wise, and kumbaga, kung ako titingin ako sa mga medyo for the past weeks natin, si Plus talaga pinaka nagpapakita ng buhay sa ngayon. Pero just recent days, I've noticed some telco stocks that are moving and showing a little structure. So probably because of some impacts or news na dumating. Pero I'm looking at the potential nila na kung saan if magbigay siya ng magandang structure, probably magkaroon tayo ng konting momentum from them. Though, syempre, we have to, as traders, hindi ibig sabihin na we said that there are some stocks na okay, maganda ang structure, kailangan pasok na tayo. It's still the proactive part of traders to know and look at the structures ng maayos. And it's our reaction base yung pinaka-importante doon na makita natin that it is actually showing momentum and signs of life. Kasi kung basta na lang tayo papasok, like I said, hindi naman bottomless ang pera natin para sumabay sa lahat, di ba?
Yun.
Thanks to FQ. Boss Ren.
For me, just to add up, siguro it will also be a good pick if you find a good setup and find a good stock that has a fair or decent risk-to-reward ratio eh. Since bear market na nga tayo, tapos yung mga stock power plays natin would give to at least 1:1. I suggest to pass those kinds of setups na eh. But if we can see a good risk-to-reward ratio like 1:3, ganun, or 1:2, that would be a good outlier din eh. for me, I'm looking at Converge. Well, it's actually where it came from downtrend, but I'm more fond kasi for reversal. So for Converge, it also has a fundamental play. So since natanggal si natanggal si UBP and ang pumalit is I think nickel and di ba may isa pang pumasok which I think si NPF ata. So previously Converge did not have or it was in a risk na baka matanggal siya sa index because of its market cap. But since may dalawang pumasok na mas mababa yung market cap, baka mas less yung risk niya, which in turn might potentially create a reversal. And as you can see, it has an inverse head and shoulder pattern but on the left side, medyo mas maliit lang siya. Yan, given the neckline on that one. So, may inverse head and shoulder pattern siya. Yung doon sa mismong neckline na drawing kanina. May dalawang maliit yan na shoulder. Yan. So it's more of a, but like I said a while ago, I think it's more of a swing play rather than a breakout play, since market is better on a swing play right now, since it's very risky to create a breakout play pa. So yun. For me.
Alright. Thank you, sir. And so next, quickly, maybe we can go over, before we go on to the chart request. So guys, to all our viewers, feel free to comment down below your chart request. Dadaanan namin as much as we can. Maybe we can do a quick look at the US market, taking a look at the S&P 500. No? So Bear, I know you're very active in the US market. So ano ba yung kaganapan ngayon doon?
Yeah. So yan, no? Kita natin na nag-break below na siya doon sa head and shoulder pattern na yan. So S&P 500, SPY, SPX. Critical na dapat i-break niya yan, yung 4.3, 4.4 level if talagang bullish yung market, no? Pero I think hindi low probability mangyari yun. Low probability mangyari yun. Lalong-lalo na yung EMA 100 mo. EMA 100 ba yan?
50. Teka.
So, EMA 50. So, yung EMA 50 mo, nakatumbok na pababa. So, presyo below EMA 50. So, bad sign na rin yun. It's a sign of distribution for me. And right now, if gusto ko mag-long in the US market, maybe focus on strong sectors like uranium, nuclear names, insurance names. May mga sectors din like oil and gas na may mga plays, no? Recently, semicon names nagka-counter rally. So, pwede siya for swing, no? Pwede mo siyang i-swing. So, pwede ba tayong pumunta dun sa Qs? Triple Q, QQQ. Dito naman, kung makikita mo, parang hindi siya tulad ng S&P 500 na clear break below, no? So, medyo may salungat or parang may disconnect between the two. So, I think if mag-recover yung Qs mo, recover above 370, baka mabuhat niya rin yung S&P 500 and magkaroon ng short bull market for the meantime, I think. Since papos na rin yung Fed natin. Yun lang.
Yun. So, Sir FQ, Ren, do you guys have anything to add on sa US market?
For me, siguro magandang tignan natin kung US market ang isang tinitignan natin. We look at the monetary policy ng US as well. So, recently nagkaroon tayo ng monetary policy ni US. Punta tayo sa federalreserve.gov. Sa monetary policy, kung titignan natin yung projected materials, which is sinasabi nung sa interview ni Jerome Powell is magkakaroon pa tayo ng one more rate hike. Pero kasi all the signs or kumbaga medyo critical to ngayon for the US kasi they are in a looming interest cost, kumbaga yung rising interest debt nila ngayon medyo critical na kasi it's going past June na, hindi ba? And kung hindi natin maayos yan, we might be looking at the next recession upcoming, hindi ba? Kung hindi nila maayos yung monetary policy nila. Kasi kung itong rising interest costs na due is hindi ma-settle ng mga companies, likely employment yung nagsasuffer na next Correct, tama. Employment yung next likely na pwedeng mag-suffer kasi companies will have to cut costs. And the easiest way to cut costs are employment. Correct. Yan yung easiest way for them to cut costs. And kung hindi ito maayos at since maturity na tayo, near maturity na lahat ng mga borrowings ng mga companies, it will also affect yung economy ng whole of the US. So it will be critical here on after kung ano ang gagawin nila with their monetary policy. Kasi it will be basing on data here on after with their CPI, with everything na tinitignan natin for the US. Pero like I said, medyo critical siya ng konti with employment. So medyo malaking factor na drag down yan for other companies as well. Kaya medyo kung itong tinitignan natin so si SPX or other global or US stocks and all, I would highly suggest look at the terminal rates and the potential impact ng decisions ng Feds kung sakaling lumabas yung next CPIs nila. So, medyo critical ng konti yon sa lagay na yon. Pero yon dapat aralin din ng tao. Malaking bagay yon.
Yun, alright. Thanks for that, Sir FQ. Sir Ren, anything to add?
Well, in regards then on that one, since data-driven yung market ng US, right now, I think one more factor is the recent run-up of US oil. So it's near hitting 100 barrels eh. And if we're gonna calculate that on the potential CPI this September, baka madagdag yun eh as a potential spike. But since I think we're near na naman na the potential top of the Dixie, so it's pretty much more of a what happens next eh. Like what Sir FQ said, it's more of what the data will procure or kung ano yung ilalabas nila na data next. So kung and I think they are more factoring in pa yung soft landing ng US and the government shutdown ba yun? Or the shutdown next week, which is October 1, I think. So those things will affect yung sa on what US will do next. So it's pretty much it.
Yun. Alright, thanks for that, Sir Ren. So next we can proceed sa crypto market and maybe we can just do a quick overview, no? Taking a look at Bitcoin. So siguro balik rin ko yung format. Start tayo sa'yo, Sir Ren. Ulit.
For me, I don't trade Bitcoin kasi the volatility for me is the time for me to trade Bitcoin hindi siya pasok sa schedule ko eh. But again, since it's affected ng US dollar din, then baka we might see a potential run pa or continuation of the sideways trend since data-driven pa and wala pang clear direction on where to go. So it will depend pa rin for me sa US.
Yun, okay, Sir Ren? Sir FQ?
Yeah, tama yung sinabi ni Ren a while ago. Medyo, looking at it, it's BTC USD. BTC is paired with the dollar. And you have to understand na kung para makapag-convert ka ng BTC, kailangan convert sa dollar yan eh. So, yung sinasabi ni Seth a while ago or ni Ren a while ago, ako if I would trade BTC, titignan ko yung mga datas or economic datas na paparating. Kung ito ba magiging positive or negative ang impact with the US or the dollar, then titingin ako ng impact or titignan ko yung chart. Kasi it will be inversely correlated with the dollar. So, if I were to trade some coins pertaining to BTC, I would love to look at how BTC is before I go directly to the coins.
Beryo?
Yeah, same. Ganun lang din, no? So, nakadepende talaga siya sa dollar strength. So, pag humina yung dollar, that's good for the crypto market, no? Pwedeng magkaroon ng maging tailwind siya for the run-up of Bitcoin and the crypto market. So, no, may upcoming din na Bitcoin halving, no? Halving event, parang ganun. So, pwedeng maging catalyst yun for the crypto market. And usually, pina-price in yun around 6 months before the halving event. So, pwedeng if mag-break na above 2,800 or 28K or 30K, much better. Yun, baka yun yung hinahanap mo na confirmation for to go long in BTC, no. So ngayon nasa support level ka. If position trader ka in the crypto market, it's a good time to position yourself at the support level para may anchor ka once na mag-break siya. In the event na mag-break siya above 32,500, at least meron kang enough profit buffer, no, na pwede mong gamitin as a way para mas makapag-scale in this market. So, yun, BTC, ETH, kung position trader ka, yun lang naman yung mga babanatan mo. So, yun, that's it.
Yun. Alright, thanks everyone para sa insights nyo sa mga iba-ibang markets na binabantayan ng karamihan sa Investa community. So now, we can move on sa chart requests, no, ng mga viewers natin. So may mga nagpapa-shoutout dito sa iyo, Boss Ren. Si May, sabi Joey, my idol, Sir Ren. Okay. So game, let's start with our request ni John Prado. So Meg, maybe I can get your insights here, no? Sir FQ and Sir Ren, para dito. Starting with you, Sir FQ, yeah.
Sige. With Meg, I'll pull out the chart on my end. Medyo stay away pa ako. I don't like trading it on a sideways scale. Pero kung ako, I would trade it. I would love to see it above 2 pesos, 2.14 above. And make a consolidation above there. Baka strong chance if it consolidated above 2.13, 2.14-ish. Strong chance of it hitting 2.41. Any good consolidation or stay above that level. Para naman makita natin na wala na tayong or meron tayong clear skies ng konti with its resistance. Pero we have an immediate 2.40 kagad for it. Kasi technically looking at it, it's still on a big sideways. Kulong pa siya sa isang malaking sideways scale. If it wants to go about and have momentum talaga ng tuloy-tuloy, kailangan niya ma-break muna yung mga certain resistances niya. So, at least 214, 215-ish, tapos rekta tayo hanggang 2.40s. That's an easy scale. Basta magandang consolidation niya after ng 2.14.
Right, that's for Meg. Sir Ren?
Again, like what I said a while ago, mas maganda if steer clear sa mga setups na walang masyadong magandang or hindi maganda yung risk-reward part. So since this one is stuck in a box or stuck in a range, I suggest to wait for a breakout for clearer skies or a path of least resistances. Tapos doon natin siya ma-trade. And I think I think affected sila sa interest rates din ata. So baka last or it should paano ba to? The next market should be property if medyo gumanda-ganda na yung ating inflation, I think, or interest rates.
Yeah. All right, thanks for that, Boss Ren. Next, we have our request from Oswald. Ditto. So, Ditto. Siguro, Bear and Sir FQ, kayong dalawa, hihingan ko ng insights dito kay Ditto. So, starting with you, Bear.
Sige. So, nagkaroon ng run-up yung dito, no? Hindi lang ako fully aware dun sa catalyst niya. Pero I think nagkaroon siya ng bagong credit facility. So, meron siyang bagong nakuhang loan or something. Basta parang nagkaroon siya ng buhay in terms of liquidity. So, di ba parang net net draining yung cash flow ni dito, no? So hindi siya talaga malakas in terms of earnings and whatnot. So ayun, parang nagkaroon lang ng new liquidity for dito para lang magkaroon ng bagong facility for expenses, no? Parang ganun. So pwede maging catalyst 'yun for the company. Pwede mag-improve yung fundamentals and whatnot. So ang tinitignan na lang talaga natin dito, in the big picture, tignan mo siya. Medyo way past 2022. Kung titignan natin yung market phase niya, nasa ano tayo eh. Tingnan ko lang dito sa chart ko. Looks like we're under an accumulation phase, no? Then parang gusto niyo na mag-transition to a stage 2 markup. So ngayon, if it breaks above 4 pesos, then yun yung confirmed ano talaga natin. Or even 350. If it breaks above 350, mag-coil dyan or mag-create ng base around 360. Basta above 350, then high probability setup siya na pwede mong i-trade, no? Ang kailangan mo na lang gawin ngayon is to be patient enough for the stock na mag-present ng setup sa atin. Sa ngayon, wala pang setup eh. Parang nasa resistance level na siya eh. Hindi mo naman syempre bibilin yan dyan, di ba? So yun lang yung akin.
Yun. Thanks, Bear. Sir FQ?
I would agree. Hindi para habulin na siya. Kasi medyo, I mean, looking at it, nasa resistance na talaga siya. If you are to pull out our MA100 sa weekly chart, sir, nandun siya ngayon sa weekly MA100, which is a confluence ng parallel Darvas natin as well. And we also have an RSI 70 that could potentially act as a resistance confluence with dito. So, if I were to trade this, gawa siya ng magandang restructuring around that level and have a test above 3.60. Tama rin yung sinabi ni Sir Bear kasi, I mean, kailangan muna natin makita yung resistance na ma-break para at least mas sustainable yung run. Plus, once it breaks that level, we are looking at a 1-year high breakout from that level, 2.60. So might spark something if it does continue that level and if it does break that level. Though medyo kung papasukin mo lang siya as early as now, medyo huli na tayo sa gameplay. Kasi supposedly dapat prior to it pa lang yung ating atake. Kasi nagbigay naman siya ng setup around 2.50s level eh. Nagbigay siya ng setup an MA100 setup on the daily scale. So, pwedeng it would be the selling objective now on that scale. So, ayun po.
Ayun. Thank you. So, our next request is ito from King's Gift. So, insights I will get from ikaw ulit, Bear, and si Sir Ren. So, Boss Ren, maybe we can start with you, no? Dito sa Plus.
Okay. Sorry, if titignan natin yung RSI, can you pull up?
RSI.
I think so. Yata. And then it's a daily nga. So it's starting to lose momentum eh. Well, granted that it's consolidating near the highs or at near 7.22 levels. Its momentum pretty much nahulog na below 70. I tend to steer clear sa mga setups na below 70. Then just wait for a better support base based on Fibonacci, ganun, or MA trails. Then doon natin pwede siyang pasukin. But for now, since it's weakening momentum, I would wait for a lower low. So pag nandun na siya na levels, granted na meron siyang confluences of Fibonacci's or either MAs or previous parallel na Darvases, doon pwede siyang kunin. But for now, since it's losing momentum, kung ako, I would steer clear for now.
Alright. Berio?
Okay lang mag-screen share ako.
Sige. Teka. Share mo, ilalabas ko.
Yan. Kita naman to. Kita ba to? Yan. So, yung plus na chart, no? So, ginamitan ko siya ng ng tool na to, fixed range volume profile. So, ito yung parang cumulative volume on specific price points to. So, makikita natin dito na clear muna natin yung drawings para tanggalin lang din natin yung yung alerts. So, basically, kung titignan natin yung buong range, hanapin natin yung mga makakapal na volume, no? Or yung mga high volume nodes. So, right now, isa to sa mga pinakamakakapal. And nandyan tayo ngayon, no? Sa 7 pesos. So, big resistance level yan. Actually, itong level na yan. Itong level na to. Yan. Kung ipo-pull up natin yan, makapal na yung resistance level dyan. Madami ka ng ipit na tao dyan na possibly pwedeng mag-sell at break-even. No? So right now, I think, same with Boss Ren, no? Near resistance level tayo, RSI losing momentum. So wala pa namang clear selling signal on the RSI like a bear div or a tight bear div, no? For me, yun yung isa sa mga strong sell signals, which is a bear div sa daily or weekly. Pero wala pa naman tayo nakikita. So, ayun. Ingat lang na bilhin yung stock na to for now. Pero may clear setup pa rin naman. Pwedeng mag-continue yung momentum niya papuntang 750, 8 pesos. Pero don't expect na magkaroon ng further upside like a big move na parang ganyan. Na parang halos around 80% move. More than 100, around 100% move na rin. So don't expect too much, no? Kasi madami na rin kumita eh, 'di ba? Ang dami nang kumita sa stock na 'to eh. So expect profit taking and expect na magkaroon din ng strong selling ng mga break-even sellers, no? So yun lang.
Yun, okay. Thanks, Bear. So balik ko yung chart ko. So our next request is East-West. So, from Fernand, East-West. So, teka, labas ko yung East-West. I'd like to get your insights here, Boss FQ, and Ren ulit after ni FQ.
Well, pagdating kay East-West, I'm looking at its weekly scale. Meron tayong resistance. It's actually 10 pesos resistance ang next niya. Okay, 10 pesos resistance. Now, risk to reward ratio from 9.39 to 10 pesos. That is around 8%-ish. Pero, ideally, dapat binili mo to prior to its breakout or sa breakout mismo. Kasi, looking at the structure of East-West, maganda yung kanyang moving average 20 trail na ginawa. Kasama na dyan yung confluence natin ng MA20 acting as a support, which is telling us na nasa isang malakas na trend tayo for it. Though, if you are to trade markets kasi, titignan natin how good is the upside. And kasama na rin dyan yung momentum niya kung meron tayong strength alongside its breakout. So, the RSI is not looking as strong as the momentum kasi kumbaga, it did not break its previous peaks ng ating RSI para masabi natin that it really has a momentum to it or a trend confirmation from its momentum. So, yun lang yung inaantay natin. It has a 6% upside potential. Pero if iti-trade ito, trade it cautiously lang. Kasi kung ako atakihin ko to on breakout of its box. So we're using boxes kasi or DARBAs or para sa price action setting natin in applying our trades for it. Breakout is the best idea. I'm gonna look at the weekly chart. Sa weekly natin, it is in a strong momentum on our weekly chart. Though meron lang tayong same resistance din naman yung tinitignan natin on East-West. Probably would slow down on 10 pesos, which is a good psychological level as well.
Yan, okay. Thanks, Boss FQ. Boss Ren?
So, for me, it's pretty much the same din. Since may bearish divergence na tayo nakikita dyan sa RSI niya. And it's near the overbought territory. So, pwede na top slicing and wait for a break. If malakas talaga yung momentum or mag-continue yung momentum dyan sa RSI niya, Better to be sure than sorry.
Yun. Alright, thanks for that, Sir Ren. Our next, so that's for East-West, no? So, sa mga malalakas sa local market. Next from Investaverse. So medyo marami, but we'll get one. We'll maybe take a look at CNPF. Sino nga ba term tama. Bear and FQ. So, sa FQ, maybe we can start with you again para sa CNPF.
CNPF. Actually, nagkaroon siya ng sideways breakout recently. Nagkaroon tayo ng sideways breakout if we are going to put a sideways breakout there, pero bumalik siya. I would love to use the concept of a prisoner pagdating sa sideways scale natin. So halimbawa natin, meron tayong kulungan. Hindi ba? Meron tayong kulungan. Let's say, nakalaya yung isang preso. Hindi ba? Ang unang gagawin ng isang prisoner pagka nakakita ng butas, anong usually ginagawa, Sir Toma, pag ganun? Di ba? Tumatakbo.
Yes,
Tama?
sir. Matakas.
In the case, tatakas na talaga, hindi ba? In the case of a sideways scale kasi, if the price action goes back, or in that case, parang sinabi ng nakakulong, ay, nakalimutan ko yung toothbrush ko. Kailangan kong bumalik para kunin yung toothbrush. Sa lagay na yan kasi, kumbaga, the guards will be alerted and that yung price action, bumalik lang sa loob ng pagka-sideways. If you want it to continue further, it needs to break out of its previous high or peak na ginawa sana niya on its daily scale. Pero since kung ginawa niya, sabi niya, nakalimutan ko toothbrush ko, balik muna ako. Kailangan muna nating magkaroon ng momentum. Kasi, syempre, the guards will not just block the hole. Malamang baka i-extend na nila yung kulungan from the point of its peak. Hindi ba? So, gusto ko lang i-relate siya sa konseptong ganun kasi maraming traders na nagsasabi na, finding support lang to. Hindi ba? Finding support lang to. Pero, technically, it went back inside of its range eh. And that's not a really good sign if we look at it. Kasi, kumbaga, depleted kagad yung momentum. If we're gonna look at the example a while ago, if momentum is really present or if the demand is really present, dapat tumakbo yan. Sana nagkaroon na siya ng breakout of its recent high. So, yun lang naman with CNPF.
Yun. Anything to add to that, Bear?
So, sa akin naman, same analogy lang din, no? Looks like a bull trap or an upthrust in Wyckoff terminologies. So, nag-breakout siya sa 52-week high niya. Then, sinlam dunk ulit. So, yung run-up na yan from around late July to recently, parang pricing in of lang yan index inclusion Yun yung tingin ko Then, nung na-include na sa index, yun na. Sell on news na, di ba? So, ganun lang yun. Usual operation sa market natin yun buy the rumor, sell on news, and ayun, right now, if bibilin mo siya, baka magantay ka na lang for a long time. Pag sideways lang yan for a long time, I think. Yun yung sa akin. Pero pwedeng mali ako if it breaks above 32.
Okay. So that's for CNPF. So guys, our next chart request is ano nga bing pipiliin ko next dapat? Wala. SSI. But before we move on to SSI, pa-plug lang ako really quick. Guys, before we move on to our next chart request, please allow me to plug really quick. The Investa Summit is happening in 2 weeks. Grabe, bilis. Parang yesterday lang, pinaplano pa namin to. But ayun. And of course, CFQ is gonna be one of our speakers here as well. So the Investa Summit 2023 this is our seventh year doing the Investa Summit. We have around roughly 25 speakers and it's happening 2 weeks. So we're gonna have the online event which is happening on October 30 to 15, and then the live in-person event exclusive to our VIPs na limited lang yung seating. So if I were you, I would secure your slots, happening on October 21st. Hopefully we can see you guys there. We did our best to get the best in the industry to share their insights with you, and this time hindi lang siya trading. Of course, meron rin other topics like business, entrepreneurship, real estate, content creation, AI, Web3. So madami mga iba't ibang topics, di lang puro trading ngayon. Actually, this morning at 7 a.m., I actually met with our good friend, si Mr. Baso, si Tom. We recorded his talk kasi merong conflict issue sa schedule kasi nga we're ahead of him by 14 hours. So we recorded his talk in advance and he talked about 9 lessons in his 50-year experience sa market. So half a century in the markets. He summarized it in 9 lessons, and I'm excited for you guys to see that. And of course, this event, the Investa Summit, our biggest event of every year, wouldn't be possible without our partner AP Security. So guys, sa comment section yan, if you want to check out their platform, diba, lalagyan, as it was in the comment sections a while ago, we'll comment it again. So, ayun. And of course, may nag-mention about Vertex trading as well. There's also links to that in the comment section if you want to check it out. So, hopefully, we can see you guys in the summit. Just head over to investagrams.com/Investa Summit. 2 weeks na lang. Diba? And again, yung VIP natin, may limit yan, no? So, make sure to secure your tickets as soon as you can. Huwag tayo mag-cram doon. Delikado. So, okay. Salamat. Sorry. That's for the summit. So, okay. Maybe now we can proceed with our charting session. So, next we had a SSI. Hindi ko na mahanap yung comment, but the comment was SSI. Whose turn is it? Berio and Ren. So, Sir Ren, maybe we can start with your insights here.
Well, nasa baba. Okay. So, nasa baba na siya kasi ng 20. Bumalik pala siya sa 20 MA. But it seems like it's forming kasi a potential, parang yung patagilid na head and shoulder pattern. So, given its weakening momentum as well, it might, or I may be wrong, but it might dip down lower pa, given its weakening momentum and a potential creation of a, parang yung patagilid na head and shoulder pattern. So, if we will create a trend line na pagilid, from the previous breakdown levels.
Ito ba ito?
Parang, no. Hindi, sa kabila.
Sa kabila. Right. Saan yung kabila? Like, wait lang.
Okay. Basta parang aside from 280 yung previous na support. Ayan, parang ganyan. Something like that. So, any break below this one is quite detrimental for SSI. But it's more of a bounce play or swing play. But again, if it's not worth the squeeze, mas maganda na pass muna and look for better stocks.
Yun. So, thank you, Sir Ren. Aber, anything to add there?
Sige. Screen share lang ako. Saglit.
Okay, teka. Share mo, lalabas ko. Ayun.
Yan. Kita na.
Yes, sir.
So, ito yung MA50 natin, no? So, nag-cross below MA50, then nag-recover above it. So, isang green flag yun for me. So, kung titignan natin siya in terms of price action lang, no? Or in terms sa buyers and sellers. Kung titignan mo yung range na yan, itong range na to, nag-breakout, sinell down, pero nung nag-break below dito sa support level na yan, tinatry niya mag-recover above it. So, parang may equal na lakas yung buyers and sellers, no? Parang ngayon, ang ginagawa niya, looks like a bear trap, then high probability i-retest tong level na yan. So, pwede rin mangyari is mag-form ng complex head and shoulder pattern like said by Boss Ren. Pwedeng ganun. But fundamentals-wise, kung titignan natin yung SSI, no? Malakas yung earnings growth niya recently. If masustain niya to, this Q3, Q4 reports nila, baka isa yun sa mga maging catalyst ni SSI. At the same time, consumer discretionary sector, medyo alanganin na rin. So kung fundamentals wise, medyo alanganin na siya, pwedeng, ayun nga, antay ka ng clear setup and then at the same time, swing trade lang talaga. Like, pwedeng i-swing mo lang to 330 or 362 dito sa previous high niya. Dito sa sa resistance, sa structure resistance level niya. So possibly baka i-test niya yan, yung 360 level. So yun lang.
Alright. So, thanks for that, Bear. So, yung next request natin for Sir Ren and Sir FQ again. So, actually, nickel. So, Sir Ren, maybe we can start with you sa insights mo dito sa nickel.
So, again, factoring in yan yung sa inclusion nila sa index. But before the breakout, actually may ginawa yan na setup eh. If you can zoom in before yung big gap niya, may ascending triangle pattern yan eh. So it retested the same resistance and created a higher support line. And if lagyan ng trend line, yan yung paakyat na yan. Then after the breakout niya, gumawa siya ng bullish hammer for a retest of or a creation of a role reversal or a previous resistance, turn support. Then yun. If naspatan yan, congratulations. If not, there are better. Malay natin, magbigay pa siya ng setup. But it's parang ganyan yung nakita ko na setup before the breakout. But that gap, it actually concerns me. Yung gap na ginawa niya, it actually concerns me. But still, it has strong momentum.
Yun. Okay, thanks for that, Sir Ren. So, FQ, before you give your insights, actually medyo gusto ko i-reframe yung yung chart request. No? I want to ask a question regarding this. No? For the benefit of those na maybe di gets, bakit nagkakaroon ng rebalancing sa PSE? Ano ba yun? Bakit natanggal si ganito? Nadagdag si ganyan? Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin nito? Why does this happen? And ano yung implication niya for maybe like nickel? Bakit siya nag-gap up there?
Yeah, maganda siguro si Seth ang mag-ano niyan since he is part of ang team.
Ayun, sige. So, back to you.
Para sa restructuring ako.
I'm not that sure in regards to this one since I'm a technical analyst and not a research analyst. But I think there's a minimum requirement kasi of a market capital. So if medyo baka doon or I'm not sure about this one since I'm
Tama.
Ayun, tama. So if na-meet
Saka
mo
yung float.
Yeah,
So,
the inflows as well. So if na-meet mo yon and someone is mas nakamit doon sa requirements na yon, then there's a potential of an deletion or an addition. So yeah. So again, I'm not sure in regards to this one since I'm a technical analyst of AP Securities.
Yun, okay. So, thank you for that. So, Sir Ren, Sir FQ, anything to add pagdating sa chart ni nickel?
With nickel, well, let's look at the reasons for gaps. Kasi gaps are demand, hindi ba? It's people buying the price higher than its previous close. So it's a sign of strength. Tama, it's a sign of strength. Pero we have to understand whenever price creates a gap, how far is it to the next resistance? Which is telling us yung price natin, we have a 6.36 resistance next na medyo malapit. Though, tinitignan ko siya sa structuring na parang ginawa ni Holcim way back 2019. Yan yung move na, o kaya nila Green, na sudden gaps. Usually on gaps, I would love to see it create consolidations or create what will be the next candle upcoming. Yung kasi yung medyo critical na next given yung mga gaps. Kasi kailangan magkaroon siya ng follow-through. Hindi ba? Since demand is there at nagkaroon nga ng push of price from its previous price, kailangan may follow-through. Kasi kung walang follow-through, walang kwenta yung demand. Hindi ba? Walang kwenta yung momentum na sinasabi dyan. Kung ako lang, atakihin ko yung si nickel, I would love to see it test further 6.36 para magkaroon tayo ng level or baseline ng resistance. Then probably would love to see it create a consolidation and create a breakout of that level para at least mas sustainable yung run. Given na napakalapit natin sa resistance, I would be hesitant on entering it immediately. Syempre, hanap tayo ng matinong price structuring first. Never ever tayong pumasok na lang because nagkaroon tayo ng gut feel na dahil may gap or something. You have to see it in price first, na meron tayong matinong precise level for us to enter. And siguro kung mahilig tayo sa Juniboy, a test of that level tapos matinong consolidation from that level, meron tayong magandang head and shoulders from that area na structuring. Okay, para sa mga shout out yung batch Hattori dyan, alam nyo na kung sino si Juniboy.
Tawa ako dun. Sorry for that.
Yun. Okay, so that is for nickel. So ito, our next chart request naman. Teka, nawala na dapat pipiliin ko. Ano nga ba yun? FCG. So from Jersael, FCG. So maybe we can stick with you again, Sir FQ, for this one.
FCG, actually tinitignan ko rin siya, nasa watchlist ko siya. I'm looking at the price right now. Same structuring with FCG. Though medyo nandun lang tayo sa level, medyo malapit tayo sa resistance level, 0.8515. Okay? So 0.8515. If I were to trade this, titignan ko muna how good this the upside, which is actually pwede magbigay to ng 8 to 12% potential. Pero like I said, gusto ko munang mag-react sana siya doon para at least may precise level tayo doon. Kasi if we are to plot it from top to down, midline niya ng whole sideways scale niya. So it's gonna be a midpoint confluence ng Darvas natin sa level na yan. And it would be a strong resistance from that point. And since whole daily and weekly chart natin nasa sideways, wala pa tayong sign of life dyan until magkaroon tayo ng matinong breakout from that point. So, kung sakali man na magkaroon tayo ng breakout ng 0.8579 something-ish, probably would test 1 peso. Easy test ng 1 peso sa level na yon. Basta magkaroon tayo ng sustainability from that point on. I remember the chart of IDC with this one before. So, medyo hawig sila ng structuring pero kailangan niya ng matinong consolidation. It's the same structure of IDC. So, mahilig tayo sa mga fractal setup. So, yun yung mga halos kahawig na structuring niya before. If you are to go ng IDC 2017, Sir Pao, IDC of 2017, halos hawig yung structure niya. From its previous structure ni FCG, sa 2017 niya, same yung structuring. Pero, kung titignan natin, the midline is resisting from that area ni IDC. So, yan yung run up ni FCG ngayon. Yan yung cove niya na historically, tapos gumagawa siya ng consolidation from that point. Yan yung part na yan. Yan yung midline na same level ni FCG. So, it's a fractal setup of FCG, si IDC. Pero, like I said, fractals are fractals. Kung nakakita ka ng same structure sa price action, it doesn't mean na mangyayari yon. Pero the market is giving us signs of historical actions in the past na pwede nating basis point for our approach in our trading. Additional boost of confidence. Pero like I said, when you are to attack the market, it's really ideal and it's best na tignan mo yung whole story and context ng structure. With FCG, same din naman yung reaction niya with IDC. And kung maganda yung consolidation niya dyan sa 50 line niyang yan at ma-breakout niya ng malupitan yan, we might see the next IDC upcoming. Well, that's just my sense.
Okay. So that's for FCG. Berio?
Sige. Pwede bang big picture tayo? Like, kita yung buong chart. Yan. So, kung titignan natin, parang nandun pa rin siya sa IPO base niya. So, hindi pa rin siya nakaka-break above dun sa sa parang IPO range niya na 0.95 to 0.75, no? So, sa akin, isa lang sa mga green flags ng stock na to is it created the higher low. Diba? It created the higher low at 0.6. So that's a good sign. And nag-create siya ng bear trap at the point, yung break below 0.65 level, 0.70 level, no? So nag-undercut siya. Then right now, looks like gusto niyang mag-break above 0.75. And looking at the volume itself din, may may makikita kang mga volume buzzes or volume spikes. So that's a good sign na possibly may mga institutions ng naging interested na with FCG. Possibly meron ding earnings catalyst to or earnings growth catalyst. Di ko lang sure kung na-release na yung 4Q, Q1 and Q2. Pero kung titingnan natin, 'di ba, yung product niya is Angel's Pizza, no? Kung fundamentals lang, makikita mo talagang may cult-like following yung Angel's Pizza. So possibly pwedeng may delay onset lang ng earnings, no? Pwedeng ganun. Then once na maging attractive na siya for the fundamentalists and the institutions, then pwedeng i-pump na nila yan, breaking above the IPO range. So yun yung isa sa mga catalyst na pwede mong tignan. So yun lang.
Yun. Okay, thanks for that, Berio. So guys, we are already about an hour in. I think we have gone through a lot of the chart requests ng community natin. Boss Erwin, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
S&P 500,
Yun, no?
tapos na yan, Boss Air. Tapos na yan, busy Boss Air. Di na nakita sa simula. So guys, thank you again for all of your chart requests. And before I let everyone go, no, Sir FQ, Sir Ren, before I let everyone go, meron na ako final na kailangan gawin. So guys, pinaka last na. Again, the Investa Summit is happening very, very soon. And hopefully, nag-share ba yung screen ko? O naglo-load pa? Ayun, and hopefully, we can see you guys there happening in about 2 weeks. Right? And of course, again, one of our speakers, si Sir FQ. If you want to continue learning from him, you can do that. Outside of Vertex Trade, you can also do that in the Investa Summit. So we did our best, as with every year, to bring you guys the best in the industry. And medyo challenging in this year kasi we also had to get speakers from industries outside of trading, but I like to believe that we got the job done. So if you want to learn from a market wizard, right, mga sikat na entrepreneurs, mga malulupit na traders, we have the COO or the Chief Strategy Officer of GoTime, si Sir Aaron, and the rest of our speakers. And of course, Sir FQ and the rest of our speakers. And then that's for the online event. And for the in-person event, again, this is going to be on October 21st. Online is October 13 to 15. In-person event is the following weekend. So parang 2-in-1 event siya for our VIPs. And the venue is at AIM Conference Center in Makati. So we're going to be discussing the state of Web3 in the Philippines. I'm going to be the moderator for that. We're going to discuss the landscape and opportunities in the local and global markets. Barry will be the moderator for that. And we have a solo talk as well from our good friend Ken Arcano, who will be talking about thinking in quadrants. So again, this is the 7th year we're hosting this, and hopefully, right, we can see you there. Para sa community naman to, di mo para sa amin. It's all for you guys. So hopefully we can see you there as one of our VIPs. And of course, once again, thank you to all of our partners who helped make this event possible. But of course, a special shout out, right, sa AP Securities. Because without you guys, we couldn't push through with this event. It wouldn't be possible. So maraming salamat sa support niyo. And of course, for joining us sa live charting session natin. So, okay, let me just take that out again. The summit is happening very, very soon. So, mga sir, thank you so much for your time. But of course, before I let everyone go, Sir FQ, Sir Ren, thank you again. Of course, Bear, thank you also. Every week, lagi tayo magkakasama. To everyone who's still watching us live, guys, if you learned something new today, if nakaprovide ng value sa inyo, comment naman kayo na thank you, Sir Ren and Sir FQ. So, Sir Ren, Sir FQ, before I let you go, maybe meron kayo mga final message para sa Investa community natin na nanonood sa atin ngayong gabi.
Red, ikaw muna na.
Ay, papaunahin din sana ito. Okay. with proper back testing and with proper forward testing or with proper hard work, trading can be something that will create a difference in your lives. This is one of the best things that I got from Coach FQ. If you work hard enough to become a better trader, then you will create a better life for yourself. So,
Thanks for that, sir. And Sir FQ?
Yeah, you have to understand that trading is a game of probabilities. And the future might come slowly for everybody. Kasi para bang, siguro ito yung nakikita ko sa community at sa mga lumalapit sa akin mostly. Kasi people really love to dive in without even knowing the proper know-how of things. So, alam ko lahat tayo may pera or lahat may pera para mag-invest. Kaya nga tayo nagtitrade hindi ba? Pero it's a matter of knowing and having that correct foundation muna. And deep enough foundation for you to apply things. And kaya nandito si Investa. Shout out Investa. Nandito si Vertex. Nandito si AP Securities to provide everything, the great value for everyone. And hindi ka man, there are free communities and there are good resources na pwede nating makuha dyan. But what I always say, invest in our learning. Kasi kung meron tayong siguro alas sa merkado, kung alam natin yung tamang pundasyon on approaching it ng maayos. Kasi ang pera natin, hindi naman yan bottomless Tama, hindi bottomless ang pera nating lahat. We have to understand na yung market, hindi yan nawawalan ng laro. Pero kung tama yung approach mo, tama yung foundation mo, sabi ni Seth kanina, with proper backtesting, with proper, ito yung highlight ng topic ko it's stress testing and scenario analysis. You have to deep dive into that foundation muna. How to get into that foundation ng maayos. Para at least whenever you see a structure, hindi ka basta-basta pumapasok. Most people would love to shoot everything that moves, which is hindi tama. At ang ending talaga, kung gusto mong barilin lahat ng dapat nang gumalaw, baka magkaroon ka ng friendly fire o sarili mo yung madamage mo lang. At ayaw nating mangyari yun in the market. So, if siguro like and share na lang yung ating yung ginagawa ni Investa, which is the summit, and we have our page Vertex and our really beloved broker ang Think Securities or AP Securities for for this. We are here to help everybody.
Yo, maraming salamat again. Dami nagko-comment sa FQ, so thank you so much. So, Bear, ikaw, may final message ka?
Sa akin, first and foremost, thank you Sir FQ and Sir Ren for joining us tonight. So it's an honor na makasama kayo mag-chart and everything. So something to add lang din sa mga sinabi nila, lagi kong sabihin sa inyo, put in the work. Sabi nga rin ni Toma, put in the work. Trading is the hardest way to earn easy money.
Yes.
Tanim nyo yun sa isip nyo. Trading is the hardest way to earn easy money. So wag mong i-expect na madali lang yan. Wag mong i-expect na madali lang yung trading. Simple siya, pero mahirap. It takes time, it takes commitment, it takes sharpening ng skills mo for many years. Kahit matagal na kami sa market, nagkakamali pa din kami. Diba? So, hindi maiwasan yun. So, kailangan mong magbigay ng consistent effort in sharpening your skills, learning from people na mas magaling sa'yo, na mas mataas sa'yo, na-attain na yung mga bagay na yun. So like Sir FQ, So mga ganong klaseng bagay. So put in the work. Yun lang.
I think that's a great way to end everything. Final message from me, guys. Hopefully I can see you sa summit. And stay safe, stay healthy, put in the work. Happy weekend. I'll be spending my weekend running as always. So thank you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next live charting session. Maraming salamat. Stay safe. Happy weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good
Bye.